Yo, what is up, boys? How's it going? And welcome back to another stream/video. Today we're talking about Ragnar from One Piece DnD. Now that One Piece DnD came to an end, I did want to talk about his character, especially like revolving the finale, because there was a lot of mixed reactions, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Some people loved it, some people hated it, some people were shocked by it, and honestly, completely understandable. Some people were sad about it because one of their favorite characters, a character that they came to love over the years, didn't exactly have a happy ending. I just couldn't bring myself to give Ragnar a happy ending considering his story just wasn't over. He was addicted to blue blood. He sacrificed his humanity for his crew and was still addicted to blue blood. So it felt weird just being like, yeah, let's give him a happy ending, even though like he's been through it. On the bright side, at least he will be a prevalent villain, or at least a villain at some point within One Piece D&D Marines, which recently came out and is now on going to be on Spotify and Russ's second channel. In regards to Ragnar's character, initially I wanted Ragnar to be a chaotic, neutral character. I think some people saw him as chaotic good just because he was happy-go-lucky and friendly and cared about his friends and family and wanted to protect his friends and family. These are all admirable traits. But the reason why I say chaotic neutral is, one, Ragnar's a chaotic character. We could all admit to that. But also, in regards to like the moral spectrum, he is willing to kill just about anybody to protect the people he cares about. There's three things that Ragnar values. One, his friends and family, or really just the people that he cares about in that given moment or at a given time. Because I think the people that he's caring about kind of changes throughout the series and just changes in general. So whoever he cares about in a given moment is literally number one for him. He wants to protect them above all else. Above all else. Two, strength. Because for him, he has felt helpless many times in the past when his friends and family were killed in his home village by Eustace Valve and their crew, when his wife and kid were kidnapped, when his kid got addicted to drugs and ran away. Like, he just felt helpless so many times that for him, his rationale is, if I get stronger than everyone else, no one can do this to me. I could stop everyone from doing anything that could harm the people I care about and myself. And three, he likes ale, and he likes having fun with friends and having a good time. He likes to enjoy life, for sure. So the reason why I wanted him to be chaotic neutral is because at the end of the day, he's a pirate. I wanted him to be able to steal and kill his enemies without having to worry about it like someone like Duros would. However, throughout the series, I think Ragnar, and relatively early on, I think Ragnar started to lean a little bit towards chaotic bad, especially towards the end of the series. But yeah, he definitely moved around a bit. He wasn't a consistent character. The reason why I say this is pretty early on in the series, Ragnar was willing to just kill Trevor, who was unconscious on the floor. The only reason he didn't do it is because Trevor is William's brother. If that wasn't the case, Trevor would be dead right now. Let me take a quick sip of G Fuel. And the reason why Ragnar wanted to kill Trevor is because Trevor was really strong, hurt them pretty badly, and we managed to escape the situation. But in Ragnar's head, it's like, if this guy's an enemy, or ends up being an enemy, he could wake up and somewhere down the line after he heals, could come and kill us and kill the people I care about again. So let's stop this before it happens. The only reason he didn't is because he obeyed his captain's orders, and he does have he does value family, so he didn't want to kill someone that was related to William. But a good example of this is later on. I believe his name was Sir Percival or something, the wolf guy, who we captured and was not a threat at the moment. Ragnar just killed then and there because he's like, this guy's pretty strong. He could come back and kill me or the people I care about later. Let me just kill him now because he clearly doesn't feel bad about what he did or who he is. And that was right after Ragnar had to kill his own son. So like I said, he's been through a lot. And I think all the trauma changed him as a character for sure. And he started to get a little bit more dark, a little bit more jaded, and a little bit less patient with the enemies and people around him. And Ragnar has been through a lot of trauma, like I said. So he felt helpless, he wants to get stronger, and on the moral spectrum overall, he was pretty chaotic neutral to even chaotic bad at times. But then again, it depends on your moral spectrum. For example, I think Ragnar would be willing to sink a ship if he knew that ship had someone strong on it that was going to try and kill his crew. Especially if he knows that they could probably kill his crew, he would sink the ship without a second thought, even if there was many civilians on there. That's just Ragnar's character. That's just who he is. He doesn't really feel bad about it. So in regards to the ending, Ragnar is now a villain and is going to be a villain for One Piece D&D Marines. I think that's exciting. I think it's going to be fun to see more Ragnar. But the thing is, I think it made sense because Ragnar sacrificed his humanity, took in blue blood, was addicted to a substance that Rustage described as many more times addictive than like heroin. So he got addicted to the substance, got addicted to the strength it gives him. It's sad because Ragnar the Fourth kind of felt with the same thing. But at the end of the day, Ragnar didn't want to keep on taking it. It just kept on happening where circumstances made it easy for him to take. And when you're addicted to something, if it's easy, if it's in front of you, you're probably going to indulge in it, especially something as addictive as blue blood, especially when it comes to protecting the people you care about, which Ragnar values more than anything else. Also, Ragnar values that crew at the end of the series. He valued them more than anything else. And at the end of the series, they all left. They all left for their happy lives, for their happy endings. And there's Ragnar, alone, losing the people he cares about most, addicted to a substance. And he goes back to Hertha and Magnus. And we didn't actually say this, so I'm going to talk about it now. Maybe we'll cover it in the end stories and stuff like that. But I wanted to keep the ending of Ragnar's epilogue short. But if I had to extend it, what I was going to say is Ragnar's crushed. All his friends and family leave. His crew leaves. He's addicted to a substance beyond repair. And he crawls back to Hertha and Magnus. Magnus is gone. We don't know where he is. And Hertha, while fine at the moment, over the course of the 10-year time skip, gets sick and unfortunately passes. So now Ragnar has nothing. But I guess Magnus, who's out there somewhere. But, barbarians are free to go and adventure and stuff like that and become a man and live his own life. Ragnar doesn't feel too bad about that. He misses him, but it's not at the end of the day, that's not his pressing thing. That's not his main priority. And then we flash forward 10 years later, and Ragnar is now clearly on blue blood. He developed some sort of apparatus. I don't want to get into the details on how he obtained the blue blood. We could talk about that later in the series. But clearly he is now on blue blood. He's adapted to it. He's able to maintain it to a certain extent. He's definitely addicted, but at the same time, he doesn't have the withdrawal or the exhaustion anymore. His body's adapted. He's been doing this is a decade into the future. And we end off with him sitting in a big wooden chair in a big wooden castle with tanks of blue blood behind him, with creatures swimming through it, cables attached to his body, and he stands up and laughs. And you see some characters, some people behind him. I'm not going to say who it is or whatever. And he just says, "Boys, we're finally ready." Or "I'm finally ready." Rips out the cables. It's time to take on the world. It's time, and no one's going to stand in my way type of thing. I can't remember exactly what I said, but it was something pretty cool. I thought it was a pretty badass ending, but I understand why people would be sad. Honestly, I was sad to do it as well. I was playing Ragnar for 3 years. I wanted him to have a happy ending. And maybe he still will. Doubtful, but it's possible. You never know. Anything's possible within D&D. But yeah, I wonder if I'm going to be playing Ragnar as the villain, or if Rustage is going to be playing him now that he's an NPC kind of. I kind of want to play him. I would like to play both him and Bradley. Also, hope you guys enjoyed Bradley. Bradley's a lot of fun. My name's Bradley. Now you see me, now you don't. But yeah, my friends, that is the end of the video. I just wanted to talk about Ragnar a little bit. Hope you guys enjoyed. Oh my god, Shimpaku, and I'll see you guys all next time. Remember to subscribe for more. I'm not that good at voices. You'd think after all these years I'd be good at voices. Norman really wants you to subscribe. Okay, that's just kind of cringy now. Bye.